Just get comfy as we cruise across your mental, yeah. Buffy niggas biting styles, we see your dentals, yeah. Just get comfy as we cruise across your mental, yeah. Buffy niggas biting styles, we see your dentals, yeah.
Fuck this music go in a few rides. I told these bitches, these niggas be quiet. Why won't these people just give me my props? Why they be acting like this ain't that right? Stop.
Hey, so my sandals on.
Shit.
How you doing?
What's going on, people?
It's T, bro.
It's T, bro. Episode 6.
Back at it again.
Back and I'm better.
And looking for some more weather. Sorry, thought that was a little clever.
Bar.
See what I did right there? Raise it up like a lever. All right, I'm done.
This is the key rap.
Like you said, episode 6. Back at it again. With more tea. You know what I mean? I'm leaning back like a cholo right now. Sit up a little bit.
Lean back.
So, you know, per usual, we got our tea today. And per usual, Kahlil's drinking it before I take the first sip. So I'll get into mine. So it was a little hot, so it took a little bit of time to let it cool off, you know what I'm saying?
We didn't do the time, huh?
Nope. We'll find out.
We'll just guess.
Ooh.
We'll just guess.
Ooh. This is good. Quite tasty. We just gonna guess.
We're just gonna guess.
I think we'll probably know, right? Won't we?
I just guessed.
Just do like 18 minutes.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
That's why we're on the same wave.
Oh, wait. You got an old Isaac Bruce jersey today, huh?
I do. Picked this up in New York. Thrift shop for like $5.
$5. Was that your favorite team back in the day?
The Rams?
Yeah. Low key it was, because remember they had Marshall Faulk, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt.
Oh, no, look.
And,
it was stacked, but
Kurt
it wasn't
Warner.
my favorite team.
Who was your favorite team back in the day? Hey, you remember what game was fire back in the day? NFL Street. Yeah.
I remember
that shit?
NFL, yo, and then they had, dang, and that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You like was jumping like off the walls and stuff like that. And you would jump off the wall and then throw the ball, or you would jump off the wall and catch it.
And low key, Michael Vick was like a cheat code.
And no, that was like Madden 05. I know everybody know what I'm talking about.
What?
That like on Madden 05, like his speed was like 99.
Unnecessary,
and
but true.
and like, and if you got him, it basically was like you was cheating. Basically, it was like he was cheating. It wasn't fair.
NFL Street was fire though. Yo, they they had a FIFA Street.
I know.
And you like,
I wish I got it.
Pretty much played in like Brazil. That was really effed up. But
in
like,
the dirt,
pretty much. In the dirt.
It was like
Brazil. No disrespect to anybody in Brazil watching. Listen, man, I love.
At the last Olympics, though, was very. They said it was rough. They said that they didn't.
Suspect. But anyway, man.
I said that the government was not doing what it was supposed to do.
We don't want to get in trouble with the Brazilian government. Don't want you to flag our YouTube video, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, in Brazil, you know what I'm saying, in the game, like, it was literally like FIFA Street, like you played in the street, which is from what I've seen, a lot of like, you know, real soccer happens in the street. So
Facts.
That's how
they wasn't wearing like jerseys
or
and stuff.
shin pads.
Yo, a lot of people don't.
Yeah, and they break their shins. Anyway.
You go around like LA,
mm-hmm.
and like you know what I'm saying, you see
in the street
people playing soccer.
They just be out there.
They don't be having no shin guards.
Levi's on and the Adidas Sambas.
Bro, shout out to the Adidas Sambas.
You feel me? And then they had NBA Street, one of the most legendary video games I ever played and owned.
Yes,
NBA Street
Volume 2. That was the best one. That was one with Jordan on it. And
so wait, they had
Dr. J.
Yeah,
I remember the first one like was just like with Stretch. That was just like the tall black dude
was like
afro.
You're right. 2 is good, but wait, all right. So
they came up with a Volume 3 too, though.
Volume 3 had Baron Davis on it, right?
Yes.
Okay, but wait, what was the one with Carmelo? I think NBA Street Home Court. Was that it?
No, that was
Home Court, right?
Yeah, that was something different though. Like, that wasn't like a part of that series. That was something different.
I like 3 though. I like the one with Baron Davis. It was tight.
I remember the one with Stephon Marbury.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like it was one where like they like were playing in the street and they had like the jewelry on.
Oh,
and it was like and every time that like they did a
NBA Ballers.
in B Hey,
NBA ballers. Hey,
who did the soundtrack? Who did the soundtrack?
I feel like Nelly did that, bro.
I think they.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
Hey, Nelly been getting money
Bro,
for a minute
NBA ballers, bro. Oh, shit.
now. Hey, Nelly been getting money for a minute
NBA ball. Hey, he low key got a case recently.
now. Nelly?
Yeah. Oh, I think
He beat it though,
yeah,
right?
he got beat. He beat it. All right,
Man,
NBA
that's
ballers,
crazy.
bro. First thing that came up is that game was hard.
It
But
was.
low key though, they really did like. It was kind of trash though, because like they pretty much epitomized like what like NBA and sports star players go broke over, like buying all these chains and jewelries and shit,
Facts.
which was
Facts.
kind of trash. But
And then they realized, oh
Yeah.
dang, and my career is almost up.
right,
I need to sell it. And you realize that
bro, who
it
did
has no
that?
value. And
Do you think it would show on like the Wikipedia page?
like just type in like the soundtrack after like you put the title in.
I'm gonna just put NBA Ballers theme song.
E B A
NBA Ballers.
That was a dope game though.
Bro, MC Supernatural. I don't know who the hell that is.
Hey, shout out MC Supernatural.
Shout out to you, bro.
That's probably the first time I
Legendary.
heard your name for a minute.
Yeah. But anyways, man.
That's crazy.
So, a little video game talk. But before this video, we were talking about the show, what's it called? Counterpart and, wow, we just forgot.
Westworld.
Yeah. Yeah. So, if you don't know those shows,
Go tune in.
go watch them now. Counterparts on Stars and Westworld's on HBO.
Fire.
If you don't pay for the subscription, honestly, I don't think HBO is that expensive right now. I really don't think it's that expensive.
Or if you still don't feel like, paying for it, then just find somebody that you can get the password.
find a good friend.
Find a good friend.
But yeah, we were talking about that, had a family discussion, you know what I'm saying? Both of those shows, they're not like at all. Good acting in common, but like Counterpart is about like alternate
Dimensions
/ realities. And
and how they
Westworld's
blur.
about robots taking over and shit.
Yeah.
Should we give a spoiler alert? Because we might talk about something.
Facts. Spoiler alert.
Right here, we will stop. We'll give you 5 seconds of silence to get the fuck off right now. And 5 seconds starts now. All right, and
Okay.
time. So, anyways,
I haven't seen all of Counterpart, so
We won't talk that much about it.
yeah.
But it's a really
we'll talk
good
about
show.
Westworld.
Yeah, it's a really good show. If you get a chance, watch Counterpart. Like I said, it has to do with basically alternate reality. Actually, it does kind of have to do with it because Counterpart talks about no matter what you do, can you divvy away or basically no matter what you do, are you still going to be the same person? Like if you're in an alternate reality with another version of you, like can you still stay you? Like if there's another reality where like there's another Kahlil who was like, I don't know, like the world's best carpenter or some shit like that. Like if you went in that reality,
I said there's a reality where that is true.
you feel me? Or like it's more like traits. Like let's say there was another reality where like you were mad giving, like you just gave out money to people or you help people. Not that you don't right now.
That's this
Let
reality.
me borrow $20. Let me borrow $20. Let me hold some. Anyway,
Negro, please.
so like if there's another reality where like there's another version of you that exhibits like different traits.
Right.
If you went to that reality, like
Would I not like start to become that person?
Exactly. Or is that you all along? It just so happens that version of you like exhibits those features more than you do. Exactly. So that's that show.
Explosion.
But anyways, onto the more watch show, which is Westworld.
Westworld.
Currently, for me, it's up there with my top shows that I watch.
Facts.
You got Game of Thrones, Westworld, Counterpart, Law and Order SVU. Shout out to my girlfriend because we be watching that on the regular. You know what I'm saying? Sorry.
Get all that, man. You know what I'm saying? We watching, Atlanta. It's up there.
Okay. All right.
He still has some.
So I've done it.
Still hasn't watched it.
Childish, I love you though, man.
Whatever. Westworld.
Don't disregard my love.
Damn. What else? Oh, yo, I be watching The Flash heavy
Trash.
on the seat.
Got tired after season 2, bro. Tired of it.
What was the villain for season 2?
Season 2 is the nigga in the black.
Zoom?
Yeah.
Fire.
Nigga trash, bro. And that
His
nigga,
costume?
and Flashes, the actor dude, that nigga, he's just trash, bro.
Okay, first of all, you're not going to disrespect Barry.
All right, man, let's get back to
Westworld.
Westworld because we can argue about Flash all along.
It's dope. Keep watching it. Granted, it's a television show, so don't expect no Oscar award-winning acting.
Yeah,
But the storyline and the writing, dope as hell.
yeah, it's a quick piece of trash because he's the Flash. How about that? Anyway, Westworld, robots taking over. Yeah. So, let me ask you a question.
I might have an answer.
If the robots took over, would you be in a position of joining them? Or would you be in a position of resistance? And when I say resistance, I don't mean like you just trying to kill every robot you see. but would you?
So not like iRobot?
Yeah, but would you be on some like, listen, I need to resist this. Let's try to come together. Like you try to stop it, but on some like the defense shit. Like you're not being on the offense. Like you're not like, oh, kill all the robots. You're like, yo, we don't need to kill each other. Let's just work together. But the robots are already enraged. Like they're like, nah, fuck that. Y'all been running through. Y'all been making us clean your windshields, retighten your bolts. You want some revenge, nigga? What would you be on some like? Nah, I'm gonna just side with the robots because we've been doing them wrong. I'm gonna like work with them and shit.
I would try to work with them, but I would do my best to bring everybody together. You feel what I'm saying? I'm that type of guy. But I do acknowledge the fact that we have probably been treating the robots terribly. Well, just based off of our historical things that we have with this earth and with a lot of groups of people.
Facts. Which is another thing that the show really talks about, and what we talked about is like, so if you treat a robot bad, like, all right, let's say like, I don't know, you have a robot in the future, and you just, like, when you come home, your robot's off, and you just throw all your clothes on your robot. Like, the clothes rack.
I'm like, he got, like, the Arthur fist.
Yeah.
I'm like, in the corner with the Arthur fist.
Fire on this nigga. As soon as he charged me up, nigga, it's over, nigga. It's over. Bro, but, like, is that, the question is, like, if a robot is not real, and all of its feelings, thoughts, and like interaction is programmed, should we actually feel bad about how we treat inanimate objects? Like
have you seen like this season of Black Mirror with like the Star Trek episode?
No, not yet. I need to finish Black Mirror. That was also one of my. I think that would probably be my fifth show.
That's another show. I used to watch that, and there's an episode that kind of
talk about that.
It talks about that of like if something isn't like physically real. Mm-hmm. I got green tea. I know.
How you know?
I said because the color's green.
You know. It's brown, bro. It's earth. It's tea, bro. It's got earthy stuff in there.
It's earth. I said the color is earth. It's earth. It's good. But that's what I was saying. What was I saying? But no, yeah. So like, it basically like starts to like ask those questions, right? Of like, just because it's not like a human and does not have the same like characteristics, like as we do, should we still treat it with respect? So you can ask that with animals. You can ask that with artificial, like intelligence, computers or whatever.
So like what we talked about upstairs, what traits make us human that we would empathize with? Like we said, like emotion, right? Like fear,
emotions,
like being scared, happy, stuff like that. Like if another object, being, whatever you want to call it, has that emotion, like we can tell when dogs are scared, right? Or they're happy and stuff. So like we empathize with that, like we connect with that, we see ourselves in that. But like if we know on the inside that like this other being is literally not made up of like organic tissue, do we still consider it like that dude or that? Like, I mean, people have videos of like dogs having dreams, like they be having nightmares and shit. So like they have thoughts, they have feelings. Like people know when dogs are sad, but like I don't know. Like if a robot could have the same thing, like, I don't know though. Like,
I feel like the reason why like we kind of have why it's sort of like a struggle for us is because if that means that they are similar to us,
I'm out here thinking right now.
then that means that we are not
Superior
at the top of the food chain anymore.
No, it doesn't.
And we never were, but I feel like a lot of people they start to realize and they have to start to like accept the fact of like
There's something superior.
of like we're not at the top of this and we just are an animal within a species of other animals.
Because in regard to that, like thinking about iRobot, like there could come a point if we do have robots, like someone's gonna invent a robot that like fixes itself. So if you kill the robot, it's just gonna reanimate itself.
That would be scary.
My second point is, I was thinking while you was talking, is like how you said like we have to appreciate everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you think about those people that like really think about it, bro, right? Like I don't know, this coffee mug, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that I was like, bro, I don't give a fuck about a coffee mug. Who cares? I just throw that shit against the wall. Like, clearly this coffee mug doesn't have feelings. But if you really thought about it, if you just appreciated
Everything.
literally everything.
It's
And
like
when I say everything, I mean everything. Like, you in a classroom, somebody writing on the chalkboard, and you're just like, man, it's chalk, bro. Like, but those are people that we consider like, it's fucking it's crazy. Like,
you couldn't do nothing.
you couldn't do anything.
You would literally would just be like you'd be like in your room.
Or you would just
locked
be
away.
appreciative. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
like how the Native Americans did, like the animals when they killed them, they were like offering up, they prayed and stuff.
Right.
They used all of it. Or like let's say that like your bed, right? Like if you really think about it, like the wood that would be in the frame of your bed came from a tree, which is alive. Good wood. Good wood. And called mahogany.
You can't just break it down.
But like wood, right? Like in your bed.
Right.
If every night you went to bed, you were like, man, like I really appreciate my bed, man. I'm gonna try my best to not damage this bed. If it gets damaged, it's because I'm using it and it's providing me with the service of being comfortable when I sleep.
Thanks.
Or if you got in your car, every time you got in your car, you didn't just floor it. You didn't like leave trash in there. You didn't. Jelly gang.
No,
like you washed it. Like, but like the things that we do. Well, I mean, most people do that to your car. Like you take care of it. But if you took care of your car, like you did literally everything around you, I think the like end result of robots being pissed at us wouldn't happen.
Right.
If we appreciated things and we cared about them and we acknowledged that, I think. But that's I feel like that's a superiority of like being a human. Like you said, you think that you're the alpha, so you think things are below you.
Right.
But if, like you said, you were from one of those, like, I don't know.
And that like is also the fact of like that like is it's the fact of like as humans we like are scared of that based off of how we have treated other animals, other humans.
Good point.
And so it's this fear of like, oh damn, if y'all get strong enough, y'all gonna do the same shit we've been doing for hundreds of years.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
The same reason white people get mad when black people start to get power. Apply that arithmetic and that equation to literally humans and another species that would eventually take over. We're fucked.
But
to put it lightly.
Yes, exactly. But if we treat everything with respect,
then it's
easy. It's not a thing for you, right? Like I'm taking like a comms and like technology class, and my like a professor basically said that humans are going to go extinct and artificial intelligence is going to take over, and that is going to be the new evolution. And she kind of like broke it down how like the evolution of everything, like from cells or whatever to
it literally
not
makes
apes or whatever, but I forgot what it's called, and then to like Homo sapiens, which is what we are, and then like she kind of like just like was doing that, and she was like based off of like the logic of things, like artificial like intelligence has to be the next thing that's coming, and I was like, well, I will already be dead by then, but it's kind of depressing.
But it's like, it does make like, you know, when you watch those movies or whatever, those
my thing might go off. So
are we gonna hear it or not?
Sometimes we do and sometimes we don't.
Should we do?
Yeah, let me just go check.